the way the world sounds, very quietly. It moves along. Just when you have it resolved into a structure, there it goes again, moving off. My thoughts vibrate as they approach a higher note. You can hear me debating whether to fix a resolve or go on, and then dropping it to let what happens be born, to issue the sun. The world really is so quiet. We're the noisy ones, retching in our demands and judgments, making ourselves unhappy, stirring up trouble. We squeeze the night down into tiny orifices, a screen we can't get through. The night isn't small, it opens vastly, same landscape as day, only black. Unlike a cat, we're no good in pure dark, stagger around, fearing large animals. Unable to sleep, I throw myself out of bed to the living room couch, more spacious. It's the same night downstairs, the same blackness. The quality is more permeable. I can move freely through it. Returning to bed after sitting outside, I turn out the light in Miranda's room. Wonder if she will mind the dark. She doesn't. Slow trees, slow air, slow being. Let me be calmer, more sure. Come into new being this fall. That dates the song. It's actually more like 75. Or, you know, who knows when it first appeared. That's when that was. Okay, soul, spirit. I think one of my first initiations into psychic reality was through the work of a Denver psychiatrist named Joel Eisenbud. He began studying a Chicago elevator operator named Ted Serios, who could project pictures from his mind onto film. So if you aimed a camera at his forehead, you would get to see double-decker buses in London that were red, or all kinds of images that he could not be thinking. And it created a sensation, and Eisenbud brought him to University of Colorado Medical Center and set up very elaborate double-blind tests, et cetera, et cetera. So we published, an early book that we published was about Serios, the world of Ted Serios, photographic studies of an extraordinary mind. Not so sure that was our title, but that was the main title that one could read. And he's still on the internet. You can look up Ted Serios, and he has, for many years it was completely discredited, and then some more interesting people got involved and definitely think there was something there. All the world's books sing a song, a cacophony of sound, a rustle of bird wing, of tree limb. This man reaches up through soil like new daffodil or crocus shoots, with stems reaching unconscionably far, with a simplicity of movement and action that belies perceptual, mystic, beautiful, raging torrents of seeing. The Chicago elevator operator came out of nowhere, able to throw pictures from his forehead onto a screen. Came from where we're all trying to get back to, came because on the same beautiful spring day with opening of buds and fields, Kerouac bopped down a San Francisco street with his black chick. Came because of a specific dog shat on a specific lily. Came able to project pictures out of his head of Queen Elizabeth, churches in Rome, double-decker buses in London, crash bang into the outside of the within of our scientific received notions of how things work. Difficulty of getting the rocks out of the vegetable garden, of getting size phenomenon channeled into the brains of 2 billion empirical scientists, enough to take it seriously, of pole vaulting over the Great Wall, seldom traveled by Western man on feet or wings? Do we flow our bodies through spaces we can't tame, through time we don't know how to count? All our rules break down. Does the air carry pictures from waves? Every nation's flags have gone silently down at the same hour, never to come up again until the world behind Serios's pictures is totally revealed. Our language is too old, our rules and experiments and phenomenon too deepened into great ruts, hackneyed and inflexible. Still, we call the farm workers in China peasants, showing our lack of familiarity with them. But this is what they call them in a feudal system. That's a dated poem. Chipping away with experiments with grass blades, it rains. Serios and I get wet. The New Jerusalem was not revealed either Tuesday or Wednesday. Such patient laying on of hands it takes. Such ribald moons, totally new, high-stepping dancers. I grow irritated at the tendency of the seedlings to damp off. No soil is pure, no method is right, unless it is the most rigid, careful one. Seeing becomes speech. Expression transforms into communication only after months of rules and elements of conformity. These many varied soil-borne bacteria, their amazing vascular web my eyes can't see, feast in complexity on anything, let out all evil, to vitiate evil, as Crowley does, and occasionally, only some very specific times, eating human flesh. The fungus on the seedlings feeds on the unfolding cabbage seed, ringing it with a fuzzy base before it's even turned from green to white in the sun, or straightened up. I give up. No medium is completely sterile. Are there wizards and demons in Serios's head, a retina of untenable ganglia growing on a mattress of negative capability? O mountains, O seas, O stars of Maine, over Central City mine dumps, where nothing was planted in the mountainous tailings piles because nothing was expected to grow. Embrace the incredible, ineffable mind of this small, powerful man, Serios, who is not bespeaking war or politics or peace or famine or race relations, or making any moral point whatsoever about good and evil. Embrace this mind with a warm opening of arms. Give him the city and the laboratory and several gates for protection. Let his heaven be revealed and this man be freed, knowing that others have heard and understood and told him, yes, you're doing it. There's no fraud here.